against that man, Rolando Navarrete. He's 23 years of age, born in Mindanao in the Philippines, lives in Manila. He weighed in at 130. His record is 30 wins, 5 losses, 3 draws, only 14 KOs. And his opponent is the young man we talk so much about in ABC's International Boxing, Alexis Arguello. And look at that record. And you saw highlights of his past 2 fights against Alfredo Escalera, the man from whom he wrested the super featherweight crown. The 2 of them. Arguello, 28 years of age, also weighed in at 130. And Arguello will have a major advantage in height. 4 inches. Remember, he's a very tall young man for the weight classification. And he'll have a major advantage in reach. 3 inches. The bell for round 1. The referee, Roberto Ramirez. The judges, Samuel Kunda and Cesar Ramos. All Puerto Ricans. Remember, too, that Navarrete is a southpaw. Arguello, a terrific puncher, but a man with a straight-up stance. Not that much movement. So, although he knows how to pick off blows with his gloves, knows the essence of boxing, is a skilled veteran performer, movement can sometimes befuddle him, as in the case of his upset loss to Villamar Fernandez. We're in the first round. That is Arguello to the left of your screen and Navarrete to the right. It's turned out to be a beautiful late afternoon here in San Juan. Must be about 85 degrees. Arguello is a patient fighter. A couple of months back against the clever Ruben Castillo in Tucson, Arizona. Also against Bobby Chacon. Different kinds of fights against Escalera. There you saw Navarrete hold Arguello in the kidney area, and then at the same time trying to punch him with the left up to the face. Alexis will try to use that reach advantage to keep getting the left in there, setting up the opponent. Right there, Navarrete with his own quick left. Right lead, of course, because he's a southpaw. He is stockily built, much more strongly built than the little Nigerian who was so easily put away by Wilfredo Gomez in that dreadful mismatch we showed you earlier today. First round action, and we're coming to the end of it. Not much in this round. Next round, I want to show you how Arguello places his feet against the southpaw. Quite properly. Tells the story of how to fight a southpaw. San Juan, Puerto Rico. Arguello to the left of your screen against Navarrete of the Philippines. And look at way Arguello positions his legs. There's a good spot to do it. Out just outside the right foot of the southpaw. And that weakens the strength of the southpaw. Makes it harder for him to reach his opponent. And makes it much, much harder for him to do damage with the left, which of course is his naturally best weapon. Meantime, southpaws can be stung by quick-handed punches using a right lead. They must be quick-handed. 10-point must system in scoring. 3 knockdown rule is in effect. Mandatory 8 count, of course. No saving by the bell except in the final round. Usual nuts and bolts. It's a second round action. Now Alexis beginning to take advantage of that reach and then following up, but there 2 quick lefts by Navarrete. Scoring scoring is by the referee and 2 judges. All 3 are Puerto Ricans. Roberto Ramirez, the 3rd man in the ring, has worked 2 Nitez fights in the past, 2 Fredo Gomez fights in the past. He knows his way around the ring. Done. Good right uppercut by Arguello. Another good right by Arguello. Navarrete trying to reach the opponent, which is a task for him. His job to get inside. But Arguello is well positioned against the southpaw, at least up till now. Navarrete a much shorter reach. 30 seconds and less now left in round 2. Navarrete unafraid, got in a good left, but answering with a combination. Arguello. 15 seconds left in the 2nd round. Action quickening in these later seconds of this round. San Juan, Puerto Rico, round 3. Alexis Arguello defending his WBC super featherweight crown against Rolando Navarrete of the Philippine Islands. A stockily built southpaw who's got much more the look of a fighter than a young Nigerian fighter we saw in an earlier bout here. He's against a tough cookie in Arguello. Classy, veteran fighter, knows what he's about. Last half of the 2nd round started connecting. Puts his punches together beautifully. Has knockout power with either hand. You saw that left sting Navarrete. Navarrete trying to get in. Must get in. Navarrete with an apparent cut, either on the bridge of the nose or in the corner of the right eye. Difficult to tell, but there is blood. Arguello is peppering away at it. I'd like to alert our local stations along the line that at the end of this round we'll take a station break. Yes, the blood is in the corner of the right eye, and that's where Arguello keeps going with that quick, stinging left jab. It is not a pawing jab. It is a jab that hurts. You see it there, scoring twice quickly. And Arguello is beginning to put on his kind of show. There was the right. Navarete's whole task to get inside, do damage and get out, but he's not been able to do that. He's against 2 wily cookies. The right lead scored by Arguello. He's even using the right, Arguello is, against that right eye of Navarrete. Navarrete kept pouring in and paid for it. He took the punishment. Coming up to the end of round 3. We'll be right back with more after this word from our local stations. More of the WBC Super Featherweight title fight. We're live in San Juan, Puerto Rico. 4th round action has just started. Badly damaged right eye of Rolando Navarrete, the challenger, and Alexis Alexis Arguello from the second half of the second round has been having things pretty much his own way. Working over Alexis easily in the corner. Al Silvani, he is back with Alexis. Was not with him in Rimini. Silvani, one of the better known seconds around. In fact, he had a moment in classic boxing history. September of '55, Patterson against Ali. It was Silvani who kept stretching Patterson's back between rounds, trying to keep him alive for the next round of punishment. Good boxing man, Silvani. Good boxer is Arguello. Navarrete's not afraid to take punishment. He knows he has to get inside. And to do so, he takes punishment. That reach disadvantage weighs heavily against him. You can see the blood again, the corner of that right eye. There's a lot of blood there. Seems to be on the nose too now. Arguello will be careful not to make a mistake. Try not to expose himself at any time, and yet at just the right moment, put the opponent away. He's fighting his fight, doing it easily. Every left goes right to that right eye. He is like a marksman, showing a rounded target practice. Look at that. Approaching the end of round 4. We will stay between rounds and have a look. Navarrete's eye. Quickly in his corner, they go to work on it. The cornerman for Navarrete, Mario Lumicar, Johnny Torres, and other old friend in the second round. Quickly was worked over by Alexis Arguello, so a very easy title defense. We have not, at least, however, I must say this, for Rolando Navarrete, he at least had the look of a fighter. But we have not, unfortunately, presented a very distinguished boxing program today. Again, in the 13th